Solving equations, lesson C notes example number 4. For example number 4, each one of these equations starts out with multiplication. And the inverse to multiplication is division. So again, a number right beside a variable means multiplication. And the inverse operation would be division. So I'm going to divide each side of the equation by the number that's in front of the variable. So the coefficient of the variable is what I'm going to divide by. So, since it's 3x, that means 3 times x. The opposite of multiplying by 3 would be to divide both sides by 3. That allows me to cancel out the 3's. And then keep my equal signs lined up. Negative 9 divided by 3. 9 divided by 3 is 3. Keeping the sign of the, counting the negative signs now. There's one negative sign, so that means that my answer will be negative 3. For B, to isolate the t, I need to get rid of the negative 5. So I'm going to divide both sides by negative 5. Now be careful with this. A lot of times students want to take the opposite sign. You only use the opposite sign in addition and subtraction because addition means positive, subtraction means negative. So in order to do the inverse operation or the opposite operation, you have to change the sign. With multiplication and division, don't change the signs of the coefficient. Don't change the sign. If it's multiplying by positive 3, you need to divide by positive 3. If you're multiplying by a negative number, you need to divide by a negative number. So I'm going to divide both sides by negative 5 in B. That allows me to cancel the 5, or the negative 5's. Bring down my variable, bring down my equal sign, and 15 divided by negative 5. 15 divided by 5 is 3. There's one negative. So my answer is negative 3. T equals negative 3. For C, I want to isolate the variable. I need to divide both sides by negative 8. So I can cancel out the 8's, bring down my equal sign. Remember, whatever side the variable starts on, that's the side it ends on. It started on the right, I'm going to finish it on the right. Negative 48 divided by 8, the signs, there are two negative signs this time, so my answer will be positive 6. Okay, take a minute, pause your video, go ahead and do D, E, and F. All right, let's see how you did. Be very careful on a problem like this. A lot of times people always want to divide by the smaller number, but you don't divide by the smaller number. Remember, the goal is to isolate the variable. In order to isolate the A, what do I need to get rid of? I need to get rid of that 7. So I'm going to divide both sides by 7. Well, if you put negative 2 over 7 in your calculator, and hit enter, it's going to give you back negative 2 over 7, meaning this fraction here does not reduce. So my final answer would be negative 2/7 equals A. For E, I want to isolate the variable, so I'm going to divide both sides by 4. Cancel the 4's out. If you would put that in your calculator, it would give you back negative 9/4. But that is an improper fraction. It's an improper fraction because the number on top, this number here, is larger. So I want to change that to a mixed number. So I change that to a mixed number and I get y equals negative 2 1/4. On the calculator, remember, the iPad calculator, all you have to do is press that button beside the equal sign and it'll take it from the improper fraction to the mixed number for you. If you are using a calculator that we use at school, then you would have to press the second button, and then it's called the times 10 to the nth button. In other words, it's the third button above the 8. So go find the 8, go 3 buttons up. That's the times 10 to the nth button. So if you have an improper fraction, you would press the second button, then the times 10 to the nth button, and hit enter, and it'll give you your mixed number. All right, F. I want to isolate the variable b, so I'm going to divide both sides by negative 15. Well, 3 over 15, obviously this 3 is a smaller number, so it doesn't divide out to be a whole number. It's going to give you a fraction. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to drop the 2 negatives. So I'm going to have 3/15 equals b. But we want that in simplest form, and 3/15 will simplify. And if you would have put it in your calculator to begin with, it would have given you the simplified answer right away. So 3/15 simplified, 3 divides into both of them. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 15 divided by 3 is 5. So 3/15 reduces to 1/5. So my answer is 1/5 equals b. And that is it for example number 4. If you have any questions on solving equations that have multiplication, please let me know.